When we do research, when we manage and govern research, we often come across social and ethical questions. These are questions that scientists alone can't answer. They need the input from study participants, public, other researchers, funders, policymakers, clinicians and others. Écoutez provides the opportunity to bring all these stakeholders together to discuss the issues, to consider the relevant evidence and to come up with recommendations.
Écoutez stands for Employing Conceptual Schema for Policy and Translation Engagement in Research, but a simpler way to look at it is the French translation of the verb to listen. Traditionally, when we've wanted to know what people thought on a topic, we might have used something like polling or focus groups. Écoutez moves it to a whole new level. It uses an interactive online form to essentially work through 4 stages. The first stage is the evidence base. What do we already know on this topic, and what is the question we want to ask? So for instance, we may be asking, how do people feel about having their personal health records used for medical research? Or what does trust mean in particular aspects of health research? The second stage is we invite people into an online forum and we create a mind map. We let people look at, link to new evidence, we let them discuss and comment on other people's observations, and we let this run for several weeks typically. Because it's an online forum, people can come at it from anywhere on the globe anytime they like. Once that's wrapped up, the social science team behind the Écoutez will look at the results and start to analyze them with the aim of the last stage of developing a schema. What are the key concepts that have come out and how are they pertinent to the development of new practices and policies?
Écoutez is still in development. We're working on the tool to make it easier to use, and we're working on the end process, the analysis, to make that easier too. We're also piloting the Écoutez in many different settings with many different people. You can keep track of us on our website, www.bristol.ac.uk/Écoutez.